Hey all, it's Tom, the Racing Joker here with another Heat build video. Today we're covering a brand I've never really done anything with in Need for Speed before. Today I will be building an Audi R8, an Audi with a 5.2 liter Lamborghini V10 straight out of a Huracan. Yeah, this definitely is a Huracan sound, unlike the sound of the Huracan we built last time that sounded more like a 5.0 Gallardo. Ah, that front grille is hideous. Luckily we can swap it out for the pre-facelift bumper though. That's much better. Doesn't look as good as the first generation body style, but come on, it's an R8. It's pretty wild. The customization options for the R8 suck though. There aren't any GT3 or LMS parts anywhere to be seen. It's kinda lame. I feel like I know what style wrap I'm gonna pick for this car. I would have considered something different if I could have gotten a nice body kit, but it looks like we'll be replicating Darius's Audi Le Mans Quattro today. And now I'm completely broke. Guess we'll be doing some races today. The poor R8 is still kinda slow though, so this won't be a quick process. Yeah, I know, I talked about this a lot in the last video, but the 5.0 sounds so much better than the 5.2. Alright Darius, your Le Mans Quattro was overpowered in carbon. Let's see if we can get close to that. This car does look good, but I still feel like I'd get a Gallardo or a Huracan over this R8. If someone built a first gen R8 where they've swapped in an even firing 5.0 twin turbo V10 and the Huracan dual clutch transmission, then I'd be very tempted by that, because that would be an Audi Le Mans Quattro with modern improvements. By the way, I plan on doing a live stream at 30,000 subscribers, and so far you guys have voted that I play Need for Speed Heat with my audience. Is it possible to do playlists or tournaments like how you can in GT Online in Need for Speed Heat? That way we can just chain some good races. Race number 1 complete. I haven't started my Need for Speed World Series yet, but when I make a Soapbox Race World account, I'll let you guys know, so that we can all take over Palmont and Rockport together. It's been forever since the last time I played Need for Speed World. I had the offline client for a while, but the launcher stopped working. I love the level of detail in games today. Like for instance on this car, I love being able to see the exhaust pipes behind the mesh on the rear bumper. Because of that, cars like this and the P1 GTR are even cooler. Crap, I can't afford the forced induction. Still got a lot of races to do, I suppose. Well, okay, I was able to use a bunch of parts from my inventory. It's not maxed out, but it's much faster. Oh, that sound. I feel like I'm driving a V10 Koenigsegg or a McLaren. Ha! I clipped the billboard. This race is more exotic than the last two, so while the car is faster, this should be more exciting. Looks like we're pretty well matched with the competition. Excuse me. That defied the laws of physics. I love racing through the city. It's so satisfying having the buildings fly by. Whoa, we're lifting. Okay, we're good. Ah, not good. Shit. Ah, what happened? All right, we're good again. And somehow the car is completely undamaged. The way damage works in this game makes no sense to me. What I just did should have totaled this car, and yet, if I lightly tap a cop car, that can cripple me. That noise is awesome. I love naturally aspirated cars, but I also love horsepower. And when you line up next to a V10 and you start hearing a turbo whistling and the sound of wastegates or blow-off valves, you better just concede. 200! Come on, Darius! I honestly think it would be really cool to bring back some old characters and have them do more than just a cameo like how Cross did in Payback. Need for Speed is such an old and huge franchise that there is enough lore to make something more complex than what we've seen in the last few games. Imagine a game where you've been hired by the player character from Most Wanted in Carbon to investigate what happened to the original M3 GTR and all of its parts. Your research could garner the attention of old characters, because maybe you could be spotted with the GTR and word gets around, and the bounty the car has on it could make things difficult for you. You could make allies out of old characters like Rachel, Mia, and Nikki, and you could have a big reveal near the end where Cross and the player character are revealed to be working together. I don't think we should be the player character though. I think it would be cooler to make them an NPC. Then we could also have old enemies like Razor and Darius hunt the GTR and the bounty down along with everyone else involved. We could have an insane police chase near the end, and just as you think you're gonna get away, it looks like everyone, including your enemies, will get busted. But then we have some third party get involved, like Arkwright or whatever that was mentioned at the end of Payback, forcing everyone, including the cops, to work together. This would build a neater and more invested universe for us to enjoy. It's obvious the endgame content of these NFS games are never going to get the attention it deserves. So the creators should really just up their game with some badass stories. Heck, I think it would be cool if Jack Rourke from The Run made a return too, because technically he's one of the richest characters, if not the richest character in the Need for Speed universe. I doubt it would ever happen, but if I was a writer for EA or whatever studio was working on Need for Speed, this is the story I would push. Regardless of how long it takes, I would push for a product that is worth the wait and has awesome replayability. This game's story was good, but it should have been the same length as Payback's story. I will say the characters in Payback are a little more likable. If you put Jess, Lucas, and other characters like them that actually have some complexity to them in the same room, you have a much more interesting scene. I will be doing a full review of this game soon. It will be long, but it will be covering my complete thoughts on the game, and how I think Need for Speed can be improved for the future. We've maxed out at 231 miles per hour. As much as I prefer the 5.0, the 5.2 still sounds good at high speed. I will say the handling model in this game is so much better than so many of the past modern Need for Speed games. The bias towards drifting during races is still there, but it's nowhere near as bad as the early 2010s games. I was a little disappointed when they put the McLaren F1 into a DLC. That's a bit reminiscent of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, which is not a good thing. The F1 should have just been included in a free update and have the new events be a DLC instead. Honestly, I can't wait to play through Need for Speed The Run. The handling model in that game is the best in the series, in my opinion. I'm not sure what difficult to play that game in though, because it gets hard fast as you increase the difficulty, but I also don't want it to be too easy. I'm gonna regret this. Ow! Well, that actually damaged me, so I'm okay with that. Boom. Well, I'm gonna have to say, the Audi R8 in this game isn't terrible. It feels less rigid than the Huracan in my opinion, but at max speeds, the car has the potential to be competitive. Unless if you're up against one of those stupid Porsches. Well anyways, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I've got one build left that I want to do before I don't really know what else I want to do in this game. I hope you all have enjoyed my adventures with this game and have had fun playing the games yourselves. If you don't have it yet, I guarantee you the next time there's a sale on Origin, you'll save a ton. I spent a lot on this game. But anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, check out the rest of my Need for Speed content. There's a ton of it. And hey, if you like what you've seen, you should hit the subscribe button, because you'll definitely like what I've got planned. Stay safe everyone, and take it easy, and keep it crazy. You guys rock, and I'm Tom, the Racing Joker, signing out of Need for Speed Heat. I'll see you all next time.